All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol ZOM, Zomedica Corp. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we dive into this chart, I want every single investor and viewer, I have a ticker symbol towards the end of this video. You definitely want to have on your watch list if you don't have it already. And for anyone that wants live updates on what I'm watching, weekly and throughout the week, the Patreon link is down below. You can join us over at the private community on the Patreon. The link is down below in the description. Now, here we are. ZOM, Zomedica Corp, broke through support and it hit newer lows. I mean, it hit a low here of about 133 and started to spike right back up and kind of moving sideways. So I have the RSI here and the MACD pulled up because I want us to look at things a little bit more in depth. So in the 30-minute time frame, everything's looking like the oversold is over. Things are coming back up and building momentum. And because of that, we may have a green day or sideways movement type of day tomorrow. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that, and I'm not saying that is true or, it's confirmed, because the stock is still below the MACD area, but it's showing momentum of pulling upwards. The RSI got out of oversold and it's kind of within regular area. So we want to see how this reacts. But when you go to the 1 day, which is what's very interesting to me, everything is pointing like it's just starting to fall, right? And when you look at the S&P 500 index, which you come over here, it looks like everything is starting to fall. It's just the beginning. This still hasn't ended up in oversold area. And the MACD just recently started to cross and end up the red bars. These red bars, as they grow, as you can see here, the more it's going to pull down the overall market. So I'm looking at the 1 day. I'm looking at the 30-minute. On the 30-minute, things look great. And on the 1 day, it looks like we're still not done in this correction or crash that we might be in, right? So I want every single investor and viewer to be aware that the early on stages of today was pretty red due to the fact of the overall market not looking so great. Then when things started to recover, right, the Federal Reserve came out and said, hey guys, we still exist, we haven't forgotten about the market, and we're going to continue to support the market. So that started to bring hopes, right, to every single investor and institutional investors and the whole market overall. So could we be in a green day tomorrow? I mean, maybe the momentum can continue, but when you look at this from the 1 day chart and even the S&P 500 index and other indexes as well, everything is looking like we're still having room to pull further down. So we need to see closely what's going on here and how things are going to continue to react. I feel like the end of this week might be not as turbulent on the downside, if anything sideways or slightly upwards, because of the earnings that are coming out of specific stocks towards the end of the week that can kind of make things look better for the overall market. But long term, weeks from now, I think we still have some room to pull back. Now, I could be completely wrong. I just want every single investor and viewer to be aware of this, because the correction or crash has just started. We need to see how it continues, or this could be the end of it, because the Federal Reserve jumped in and said, hey guys, we need to stop this. I want you guys to know that if you thought we weren't here, we're still here. I look forward to seeing every other investor's comments and thoughts down below. So, Zomedica Corp, 50-day moving average 207. Anything below it is bearish. Anything above it is bullish. Our support here is 182. If that gets crossed, we need to see how this reacts from 182 to 133. How quickly is it moving to newer lows? And are the bulls trying to reappear and bring this back up? I want every single investor and viewer to be aware of that. Now, our resistance level is 209. That's the highest point reached in the day, and then this leveled off. 209 needs to be broken through by the bulls and turn into a support to reach newer highs and new resistance levels. I want every single investor and viewer to be aware of this point of reference, because this is the most important point for the bulls and for every single investor. Our support levels are very important to watch closely. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative and you're a first-time viewer, hit that subscribe button, Don't forget to click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and hit that like button, every single viewer and subscriber coming across the channel, so you guys can further support the channel by clicking that button. More investors find out about this because it helps the algorithm here on the YouTube channel, and it lets me know you guys watched the video and appreciated my time and effort. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. And stay tuned till the end, because we have a ticker symbol that you guys don't want to miss, and you definitely want to add to your watch list. So for everyone that has made it to this point in the video, if you're interested in receiving live updates on what ticker symbols I'm watching weekly or within the week as they come up, you can join us over at the private community and Patreon. The link is down below in the description, and if you can't find it down below, you can come to my main page here of the channel, and right next to the welcome video, the Patreon link should pop up. Now, once you click on it, you will be redirected over to the Patreon page, and this is a community of investors within a financial community that we're going to talk about stocks to add to your watch list, and I will be talking about what attracted me to them and giving you guys updates on what I'm seeing. So if you want to know more information, live updates before anywhere else on any other platform it's talked about, you can join us over in the community here at Patreon. Let's go ahead and jump into this chart and see what ticker symbol you guys want to go ahead and add to your watch list. So the ticker symbol here that we want to add to our watch list is ALGM, Allegro Microsystems Inc. This is definitely one I've been talking about since December, and we touched base on it when it was falling. So the last time I talked about it, I touched base on it when it was falling. We caught it right here. The first time we caught it was back here at around $24, almost $25, and it ran up to $34 and some change. I found it interesting that it was pulling back towards the end of January, and we retouched base on it here at this point when it was coming right back up in February, so investors were aware that it's picking up traction. Now, it was going sideways for some time, but from this point to this point, it's been holding up pretty well. Now, the overall market is pulling downwards. I have pulled up here the RSI and the MACD, and since it crossed and it's pulling down, these red bars have been dominating, right? No green bars in the whole month of February. Now, red bars have appeared, so this can continue to pull downwards the blue and orange line, and if it crosses below it, this could continue to pull down. It just broke through the 50-day moving average, so it's something to watch. Now, however it behaves between $28 to $24, if it doesn't break $24, it's definitely going to show some strength, and if it breaks through 24, we've already seen what this stock is capable of, and I believe in a bullish market or a market that's not that turbulent, you know, there is a lot of potential here, especially on what this company focuses on. I definitely recommend doing further due diligence on this one, but if you don't have it already on your watch list, I definitely want you guys to add it on, keep it on your radar, pay close attention to it, and I look forward to seeing investors' sentiment and feedback on this one since I've talked about it, and if you've been watching it since the time it was at 24, or even when we talked about it here again at $30, $29. I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts and how you feel about this company, because I know that the last time I posted it, a lot of people were doing research and they found this one very interesting. This sector, what it's in and what it does, is pretty impressive. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.